Great ball. Yes! Oh my God, oh my God.
Come on, Rangers. Come on, Rangers.
Missed the whole game.
It's Tuesday night in Charlwood and the COVID Cup is back on. With no floodlights to light the way, a midweek game in Charlwood is a rarity. Today, however, Charlwood are hosting local rivals Copthorne in their third game in the COVID Cup, and the home side have at last got dugouts.
This is one of those things that can take you 5 minutes and take me like 2 hours, isn't it?
With the squad depleted by injuries, Barks is hoping he can get the fit players out of work in time and get the three Smith brothers to commit.
Still waiting on Mike Smith.
What, still don't know if he's playing?
Call him in a minute. George, I've never harassed a player like I've harassed George for this. Like, I've called him, I've massaged his ego. So we're not too bad. But when I look at the injury list, Mike, so Lou, Justin, Paney, Herds, Murphs, Ryan. That's our starting.
Yeah, every one of those.
You know, Paney's been a big loss, really. I think we need to accept that we are punching well above our weight in terms of the infrastructure.
There's still more we can do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're playing against people that our lads are on the way down, and these other people are where they are.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I mean, Mike.
But they've still got to turn up with the attitude of they want to win games.
Of course.
Not.
Oh yeah, no, I expect that. But what I'm saying is, when we look back,
Yeah.
we're competing against a team that have reserves under 23s, under 18s, that have young lads coming through. I'm calling round my mates I went to school with. Going Easto, what are you doing?
After a fiery encounter with the opposite bench in the previous game, Barks is keen to avoid confrontation this time out. He's aiming to stay inside the new dugout while Mike takes on team talk duties.
Everyone's going to go, where's Barks tonight? He's going to be on this red chair. I'm going to be so quiet, James, in here, mate. Just go, Mike, do a bit more shouting. I'm all right if we're winning. It's when I'm losing, James, you know me. Monopoly board gets flipped. Basically, sore loser, which I'm not ashamed of. You know, that's not a bad thing. I need to be a better loser. Yeah, cheers, Finn. That's going to be your dugout, that side, mate. First one's ever to use it. All right, enjoy. Yeah. We heard you had matching tracksuits for our dugouts, so we're delighted.
Where's the camera set up for when I score, mate?
Yeah, we'll turn it off for that.
We're under no illusion, you know, other teams are coming, they can see the film crew, they can see everything, they see all the YouTube videos, and people have got a point to prove, and that, you know, we've got to learn to adapt to that. We're not used to it, I suppose. We're going one-on-one, but they're coming with a knowledge of us that we probably don't have of them, and we're going to have to be a bit wiser to that, and that's probably our learning point from the last 2 weeks, really. Yeah, we've got loads of key players missing, but we've got good strength and depth at the moment. We've got a few more coming back in. Mike Smith, Charlie Smith, George Smith, who all missed last week. I heard someone during the week call it El Gatwico, which I suppose people are going to be up for. I think, you know, it's the same message that we both give. We talk about things all through the week. We talk about after the game. So we have exactly the same philosophy on things. So I think just a bit of a different voice before kick-off.
I guess I start to feel like my words aren't having the impact a little bit with them. I'm repeating myself. I'm repeating the information every week, and you know, maybe they're too old to take it on board, maybe they've heard me too much. So, local derby, and we've beaten them every time we played them. We've beaten them every time we played them, and we've always been the league below them. We beat them away, we beat them here in a big game for the club in a semi-final a few years back. They've lost 2 in this group, but they were second in the league, I think, going into this, so no mugs, they'll be up for it tonight. You know, with a Tuesday game, you get the opportunity to put things right from Saturday, because we all felt a bit flat. The boys' response to the group's been amazing. So over to Mike, get us 3 points, Mike, job done, and I'll have a couple of weeks off my feet up. No, you're all right. Is it Andy? Andy, yeah. Peter, nice to meet you, mate. We're doing, yeah, what's sorry?
I'm not too bad now, I've had the jabs.
Oh yeah, you're good, are you? I've tested myself today, so I'm all right, yeah. I was going to say to you about the light, I don't know what you want to do. Obviously just a real short half time, Andy, if you're happy, 5 minutes. We might have to do 40s, I don't know, because it's not a bright day, is it?
See what the ref says. I'm happy with a short half.
Whatever you want to do. Lippet starting left wing back, all right? No, you fuck off. drove all the way back to Upper Beeding so I could go on the bench. We left the bloody kit at Beeding, didn't we? No. Yeah.
Bang. Oh, there was still kit in there.
I suddenly was woke up in a sweat about 2 in the morning going, oh my God, I knew I forgot something. All right, you'll be pleased to hear I'm not going to talk too much tonight. All right, I'm sick of my own voice, I'm sure you are. I'm just going to go through our shape, what we got to do, but it's about just getting ourselves mentally ready. Really quick turnaround here, 15 minutes to go. We must squeeze and hound. We are so good when our centre backs are on the halfway line and we're pressing high up the pitch. We score the majority of our goals, it's a really weird thing to say, by stealing the ball off them. We don't really open up teams. Our set pieces, crossing balls, yeah, but we actually score when they've got the ball by nicking it off them. Shots in and around the 18, let it fly. If you hit the trees, we regroup, we go again. Tonight's about us making this tournament mean something. There's 3 points for you here, but we must start fast.
Everything's got to be done 10% better, all right? We've got to be leaders, we've got to be talking to each other, and let's try and get that ball up there to our front three and absolutely punish them. You said it earlier last week, all right? No, good guys don't win anything. Let's not be good guys, let's get after them from the absolute get-go, all right, boys? All right, let's go, boys, all right?
Charlwood are once again relying on an injection of age and experience. With more vets than an episode of Pet Rescue, Andrew Beattie on the left shows a deft touch that belies his years.
Great start, Andrew! Great start, Andrew!
The home side start brightly, pressing high up the pitch and taking the game to Copthorne.
Cut the space, Tomo! Well done, Tomo. Well done, that's our ball.
Elder statesman Richard Eastoe offers bite and creativity in midfield.
Well done, Rich!
Well done,
Keep
Eastoe,
it, Rich!
and simple.
And again, Eastoe!
Well done, Eastoe! Go on, Gaz.
Brilliant
Well
start,
Eastoe!
Yet both teams are putting out understrength sides, and the ball spends more time than usual in the air as the goalkeepers take no risks.
Andrew Beattie! George, come over! Pieces, Charlie! Big win! Good decision, that's fine.
Copthorne's Oscar Waddell is keen to put pressure on the Charlwood defence, and an early unpunished shove on Dean Richmond sets a confusing tone from the referee.
Ref!
Brilliant, Charlie!
Well done, Charlie!
Ryan Fenton on the right wing looks to be Copthorne's danger man, but he's unable to pick out Waddell, and Josh Howe mops up.
Well done, Josh! Let's get us high now!
Charlie, get higher! Tom, get higher! Tom, get up!
Howe's impressive defence splitter picks out Beattie, and he shows a cool head to find Tom Tennant's run.
Dean's there if you need. Great ball, great knock. Unlucky, well done, great start, lads.
Too early.
Oh,
must be.
Oh!
Tennant is becoming Charlwood's danger man, and his near-post run threatens Copthorne again. But the visitors are not sitting back. Oscar Waddell wrestles with Josh Howe before playing in Luke Hedges, whose cross should have led to more.
Stand him up, Ben.
Have a kick, Mike. Have a kick, gets up.
Have a kick, Zacco!
With 20 minutes on the clock, a Copthorne attack down the left-hand side leads to a rash challenge from Josh Howe. Howe doesn't appear to make contact with Loz Morley, but that doesn't matter to the referee. A red card for the defender forces Barks into a hasty reshuffle.
Eastoe! Right back! Davey! Centre back! You go in the hole, go in the three. Yeah. Unless Davey's better at right back, Mike, because he's energy.
While Charlwood are reeling, Copthorne attempt to get the upper hand.
Do you prefer Eastoe at right back or Davey at right back?
As Barks and Mike discuss positions, Tom Tennant's facing another goal-scoring chance.
Must be! Oh, Tom! How's he not finished that, Mike? That's what I mean, Mike. That's half a yard out.
Clinical.
Mike.
Yeah, it's got to be clinical.
Just not clinical. Roll him!
Yes! Thank you!
It seems the referee is keen to at least book any late challenges.
Too fired up, wasn't he, Mike? He's too
He's
fired
fired
up.
up, which is fine, but I think it's the fact that he's played Saturday, he's probably not as fit as he could be.
Yes, Gary, love that! Love that, Gary!
Despite the one-man disadvantage, Charlwood are pushing on and keeping their opponents pegged back in their half.
Georgie!
Referee, okay, yeah?
Great strike!
Spurred on by Barks, Zach goes long in an effort to unleash George Smith.
Oh, he's just about spawned it.
Well done, boys. Come on, you got to talk to each other there. You got time there, Gaz. Here.
Gary Tomlinson becomes integral to Charlwood's forward play, picking out Andrew Beattie, who is proving to be the best vet since James Herriot.
Least he's a threat. Least he's a threat.
He's direct.
Perhaps hoping to find another bobble, Smith drives at the defence and unleashes a daisy cutter.
Is it George? Oh, Bob.
Ryan Fenton wins a midfield battle to unleash Oscar Waddell, but the striker stumbles and Charlwood survive.
Falling over! Yellow for diving!
Knowing his new team TD Shipley are due to play Charlwood next, Jamie Liddell hovers by the pitch in a coat he may have won from Mark White. There's more for the referee to deal with when Tom Tennant clips a shin instead of the ball.
But that's just both going for the ball there. You alright? Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. It's just a little late. I don't think it was a red.
As the half draws to a close, Copthorne apply more pressure, forcing Charlwood to defend for their very lives.
That should not be happening.
Wellington!
Stand!
Both Copthorne and Charlwood create openings, but like children who grew up eating wham bars, both attacks are toothless. A late counter gives Andrew Siegfried Beattie a chance to put the ball in the box, but without the likes of Locke, Payne or Pearson on the pitch, Charlwood failed to convert the cross.
Wow!
As such, the closest they come to scoring before the half is over is Gary Tomlinson's tame and deflected free kick.
Doesn't look like we're playing with 10 men at all, but there are still things that we can improve on. All right, we've got to try and keep our two front men higher up the pitch in central positions, which means we've got to try and keep the ball in the middle. Charlie's dropping deep and looking for that ball all the time. We don't have to keep flashing it long, okay? Try and keep the ball and work for those openings. Get the two front men, stay as high up the pitch as you can, and we will get in behind them and we'll create chances.
You know, the thing is,
Go on.
I don't want to send nobody off. I want to keep.
No. I'm saying about Tomo midfield. He didn't even see him, and I think their reaction. There was a yellow card for him, and it was just.
He didn't see him, but the thing is,
he was a bit late.
It's a bit late.
Fair enough.
And he's still going down his.
Fair enough. That's the only one.
And the thing is, you got to remember, I've got control of the game. If I let things like that go, then everyone's going.
No. I just felt it was an honest attempt. It was a little bit late, but I think you've had a good half, and I accept that. He has got that in him, Tom.
Yeah.
But that was totally, he didn't see him coming through. That was the only thing. But good half. Thank you.
This is when we're at our best, lads. When we are down, all right, we're down to 10 men. We're the ones that have got to fight. We ain't got to fight them physically, but let's get the win because it'll be so good. Let's do it for Josh. Let's do it for each other. It'll be so good at the end of this game when we can look over at them and we'll take our 3 points into Saturday. All right, boys? All right?
Keep moving the ball. Tomo, just keep getting on the ball. Yeah. Keep getting on the ball. And I tell you what, when it bounces to you in the box, put your foot for it for me. Every time we move it, they can't keep up with you. Every time we move the ball, Tom. I know it's hard, but every time you move it and join in, you're going to outrun these this half. Hey, right, mate, you're going to outrun these.
Yeah, I know. What I'm trying to say.
What's wrong, Tom?
No, nothing's wrong. I'm not getting that far forward because there's space here for them. There's always a spare man.
Immediately after the restart, Charlwood create their best opening yet. Dean Richmond plays in George Smith and the striker bears down on goal. But it's revenge of the bobble, for the bobble that gave him an opener 2 weeks earlier forsakes him this time out. Charlwood keep the pressure on, with Tennant winning a free kick in a dangerous position. Andrew Ron Kovic Beattie delivers another quality ball into the box. It's yet another chance for Tennant, but he can only hit the post where I'm changing GoPro batteries and briefly tempted to push the ball over the line. Soon after, Copthorne seem to remember that they have more players and put the pressure back onto the Charlwood defence, probing for openings against a stubborn rearguard. But no matter how hard they try, Copthorne can't get past Dean Richmond and company. For all of Copthorne's possession, it's Charlwood who seem to be creating the better chances, and the best openings are falling to George Smith.
Keep going, Georgie! Good lad, Georgie!
Can we get George?
Strike,
you're
Zach.
in there, George, you're in there.
He's
Can't get that.
struggling,
Can't
George.
get there.
Beattie then leads the Copthorne defenders on a merry dance down the left channel, ignoring the fact that he's older than most of the Copthorne players' parents.
Right foot, it's Andrew! Andrew, brilliant son! Together, not too early! Not too early! Too early.
The corner gives fitness guru Ben Davey the chance to be a local hero.
Oh!
Unlucky, Davey, well done, mate, well up.
Charlwood are beginning to believe that the game is theirs for the taking. Tennant plays in Beattie down the left and he crosses for Gary Tomlinson. Gary's header flicks off the fingertips of Tom Hall, who is in fact a midfielder who agreed to wear the gloves when the normal keeper said he couldn't play.
Great ball. Tom, you still there?
Even with the away side putting up such an unconvincing defensive display, Charlwood just can't threaten the goal.
Come on, Simo higher. Charlie higher. Boys, front foot, let's go for it, come on.
Barks urges his team forward, but Copthorne look to exploit the space.
Josh out, Josh Faulty, wider. Wider, 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 wider.
And when Copthorne drop a free kick into the box, it creates havoc and the game is up. Enter Zach Rice to save the day.
This is our story of our season now, Andrew. This is what happens, mate. Great ball! 1v1, Gary, get in the area! Go on, Ben! Oh, I thought I was in. I didn't see the keeper.
With only seconds left, Oscar Weddell puts the ball out wide. It flashes across the goal to Ryan Fenton. But Adam Lippett does just enough to keep the score goalless.
Yeah, cheers, mate, well done. Cheers, yeah,
Bloody
cheers,
hell.
mate, well done.
Yeah, the heart attack. Well done, mate. Well done. Cheers, mate. Well done.
It kept us in that, yeah. Oi, well worked, mate, yeah. I'll do that twice in a week. Oi, hero, mate, really, really well done. Great performance. Cheers, keep up, well done, mate. Just before you shoot off, lads, listen, that's as difficult as an evening as you're going to get, playing 80 minutes with 10 men. But there were some heroic performances in there. Zacco's just said there, back four, every single one of you, work your socks off in there. In the midfield, you know, having to cope with that extra person, just absolutely brilliant. I think Zacco's just said, there's people in there that, you know, you boys work hard at the best of times, but to do that and to come away and still be in the competition, you know, they could have at the end nicked it, and Zacco's pulled out a worldie of a save. Thank you all for everything you've done tonight. I can't ask for any more. You've all had hard days at work, up roofs and, you know, going in people's houses and that, and some of you have been at work as well, but well done, all right? Cheers, lads.
Cheers, boys. Oh, the only thing I'm going to say is, if you ask for an MOM there, I can't even pick one, boys. And I throw so many words about being proud, but I see the heart there. And you're gutted to have drawn. The heart and the character. We had 10 men from about 15, 20 minutes, boys. Completely stumped us, completely stumped our plan. There's so many, as Mike said, big performances there. And I look at the energy in your face and the frustration in your face. We couldn't be prouder of that, boys. And it's only a point, so what? But we know how hard we worked there. And the fact we haven't tucked one away, I mean, we can't buy a goal at the moment. Hopefully that will change. Freshen yourselves up. I know you're not used to it, but have a cold bath, boys, trust me, because we're back here Saturday. And it is, as Mike said, we've still got to win that game. Still go through with a couple of wins in this. We said we'd win 2 out of the next 3, right? We've drawn 1. Nothing changes. 2 games to go. We get 6 from 6 there. We go through. We go through. And you deserve it. If you bring that, what you've just given me there on Saturday, then we get 3 points at home. Boys, well done. Keep your heads up, please. Well done, everyone. You know, disappointing not to have won, but then proud. I am proud, and I probably say this too often, but that's my overriding emotion is I'm really proud of them tonight. To lose someone inside 10 minutes, coming off the back of a really disappointing game at the weekend, really rushed, really early kick-off, coming from work. I think they gave absolutely everything, absolutely everything. I'm only disappointed because of how well we did and how close we came to scoring.
Disappointed because all the way through the game we thought we'd nick it. So it's like an opportunity missed. But to look on the bright side, you know, we're playing against another county level team with 10 men for 80 minutes. So to come away and still be in this competition is a positive thing.
Fuming and frustrated. We should have won that game easily with 11 men, but even with 10 men, we were just unlucky.
Results sort of take care of themselves normally when performances are that good, and just wasn't to be. Can't buy a goal for love nor money at the moment, and that is a bit of a concern.
Yeah, the main one was the header. When Lippett crossed it, I thought, well, here we go. Naming light sort of thing, win the game. And got up, headed it well, but the keeper, you know, just made a great save, tipped it onto the bar, and then it came back. And it's, you know, I knew the centre back was 6'5" and I'm 5'9". I thought he's going to clap me here, so I just had to get up and try and head it back towards goal and not hit it over the bar.
Yeah, well, I think it's heated. It was very heated at the beginning of the game. The red card was warranted above the ankle, and then there's a 2 or 3 yellows after that. But that's how you control the game, as far as I'm concerned. You've got to control the game. You've got to get the yellow cards out when the game's heated like that.
Yeah, Josh wouldn't like me saying it, but I think it kind of was a red. His frustration from Saturday all came out in that one challenge. And, you know, first 10 minutes of the game, this level, you would like to think the ref would give him a yellow and a stern telling off, but yeah, it probably was a red.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Saturday. Do you have a plan in mind for how you're going to approach the game?
Every time we've played TD Shipley, we've lost. And every time I've thought we were going to win the game, even from losing positions, I've never really felt that we were the worst team. The last time we played them, you know, was a bit of a toys out the pram day, I think you recall. We didn't stay afterwards and so forth. But for the majority of that game, I thought we matched them. So I think it's looking at the personnel we've got available. We've got a lot of injuries. We've got suspension maybe now.
You know, I'll be honest with you, we've got hardly any players here fit. We are really dead now. We have on the injury list now. We obviously have Ryan, Payne, Herds, Murph's missing. George looks injured tonight. Justin, Lou. You know, that's pretty much our starting 11.
Yeah, I think we'll beat TD Shipley. It's going to be a big game against them. You know. Bit of a grudge match with Jamie Liddell, but yeah, we've got the quality to. It's just, you know, 4 months out coming back to playing. You know, if we were 25 years old as a team, average age, you know, I think we would be winning these games. But we're a little bit older, so it's taking us a little bit longer to get going. And you know, from the performance today, another day we win that 3-0. So yeah, I think we're going to win Saturday, and then everyone's going to be up for the next game.
But the dugouts really helped me today. I hid back, stayed away from everything, and focused just on the game. And Mike did all the abusing of everyone for me, so thanks, Mike.
And we're out.
Mike's thinking I didn't.
Asked you 2 questions. There.
Sorry, mate. I just waffle on. Mike's thinking I didn't abuse anyone.
If you want to help Bunch of Amateurs grow, hit like, even if you didn't like it. But presumably you did like it because you want to help us grow. So please hit like and share also, and share. Email it to friends, take out and add in a paper maybe.